I am Tariq Siddiqui. Welcome to World Energy Network Forum series. Today we will talk about Pakistan energy security, the strategic imperative. Oil and gas industry is going through a transition and transformation. Climate change, digitalization, and many other challenges are causing major disruption. Pakistan needs to proactively adjust to these changes. In our earlier video, we talked about challenges faced by Pakistan upstream industry. Today we will discuss Pakistan energy security and suggest some recommendations. Energy challenge is one of the most important security paradigms in Asia Pacific region due to growing energy dependency fueled by high economic growth. Pakistan population is expected to grow. It will become 20th largest economy by 2030 and 16 by 2050 based on existing GDP growth of plus 5%. Pakistan GDP has potential to grow in double digits. The only limit factor is the supply side bottlenecks and poor governance. For Pakistan, assuring sufficient oil supply is a national imperative and crucial to Islam's vision of energy security. Guaranteeing that shortage of energy does not constrain the economic growth that is required to reduce the poverty and tamp down the social and political unrest that could be exploited by the external interests. The current economic situation, however, is not conducive for the business and foreign investment. Pakistan ranks 117th in corruption index and 147 in ease to do business index, much worse than Brazil, India, China, and South Africa. This calls for fundamental structural changes in oil and gas industry in Pakistan to support economic growth and energy security. So what is energy security? It is availability of sufficient and reliable oil and gas supplies at affordable prices and having diverse source of supply. Pakistan oil and gas supply routes are located close to three well-known sensitive choke points that are very risk-prone to disruption. Therefore, alternate plan must be in place, including trans-country gas pipelines. First step towards secure supply is expanding local exploration and production to its full potential. Pakistan has world-class basins, however not all basins are well explored, especially the technology-intensive offshore basins which are sparsely explored with no commercial discovery today. Therefore, national oil companies must reform and become competitive national oil companies or INOCs like PetroChina, ONGC and Petrobras and attract investment and technology from IOCs to develop these basins. Pakistan needs rapid transformation to integrate with the world economy. To compete in the international markets, it will have to benchmark against the world economies. The state-owned NOCs need to be privatized and made competitive, meeting the listing requirement for an IPO on international stock exchanges. OGGC and other national oil companies need to fulfill this role and become INOCs. Vertical integration, that is consolidation of upstream, midstream and downstream, is a key strategy to become competitive in the international market. Best example would be BRICS country. Brazil and Russia are producers. Their integrated national oil companies make partnership and alliances with IOCs to get advanced technology and investment to develop their immense resources or bring in strategy. China and India being consumer countries, their integrated NOCs enter in new markets for oil supplies, a go-out strategy. So here are some suggestions and recommendations. Pakistan must develop contingency plan to diversify supplies from alternate trade routes in case of a disruption. Pakistan also needs to establish strategic petroleum reserves, a reserve resource for a 90-day supply against any potential disruption, a kind of insurance policy. Pakistan must also pursue both Overland international gas pipe, that is TAPI and IPI. Pakistan also needs to expand domestic exploration to less explored basins to meet supply security and self-sufficiency. Pakistan needs to privatize national oil companies and create 2 to 3 vertically integrated national oil companies that are independent and competitive but with limited government intervention. This will give them strong bargaining power with IOCs to pursue bring in or go out strategy. Less technologically challenging onshore areas could be reserved for the national oil companies or small independents to locally compete with each other. Capital intensive and technologically challenging offshore areas, NOCs should partner with the IOCs. In the long run, unconventional resources should be tapped, and energy mix should also change toward hydropower and other renewable resources. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.